name's Corbin Harris. I came through Professor Bam school when I was 3 till I was about 17. I'm 21 now. I'm in the Air Force. First day at the BAMs, I remember it. I was 3 years old. I was dressed up like a cowboy. I had cowboy boots on, a cowboy hat. Me and my dad were at the pool swimming, and there was a little corner there that had a bunch of people doing martial arts in it, and my dad was like, "Oh, we're gonna sign you up." I remember I was crying and holding on to my dad, and they were pulling me loose, trying to get me to take kung fu. Those are my first memories of the BAMs.
And you went to a tournament when you were around 3 years old too. You remember that? You had the cowboy hat on, your boots. You remember that? But you came up with like a lot of kids, like Ryan, Aaron, Mr. Marco. I mean, what was that experience as you got older in the BAMs? I mean, from an inside level, what do you think? What was it doing to you as a person?
Growing up with all this, it helped me because as a kid I was 100 miles an hour in one direction and 100 miles an hour in the opposite direction. So to have me like have a set thing to do every day, all right, I gotta work out, I gotta work on my thesis, I gotta read these books, it definitely helped me sort of slow down and just focus on one thing at a time and get it done before I move on to the next thing. So that definitely, but now that I'm older and I sort of took away some of the things I learned from here, to be able to just relax, not sweat the small stuff, and to control it, you know, instead of getting angry, you just go do something else for a little bit, you know, just being able to control that one thing that's your Achilles heel. You'd think it would get boring after a while, but it never really did. You know, we would just come here and mess around and try new stuff or spar, or, you know, have class or teach kids or whatever. It never really got boring. It was always a lot of fun. Like, you know, that whole family unit type thing that we had going was, you know, right now I just got back from, I'm on leave. I'm in the Air Force. I'm a TAC P, which is sort of like Air Force Special Operations. And it's been a year since I started that journey. And it's been a long one and a tough one. And finally got back. Pretty excited about that. Getting ready to start. It was basically 4 months of how much can you suck up. It was basically, that's all it was can you wake up every morning and just suck it up for however long PT is going to be and just deal with it, you know. And some people can, some people can't. That's basically the best way to describe it. When it comes to physical exercise and like not quitting, it always comes back to, have you been there before, or have you been close to there before? And being here training so hard for so many years, you always have that little extra when you feel like, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. You always have that little extra that you can dig down and keep it. And the mental toughness just also really helps a lot. You know, there's two types of people that make it through this type of training, and it's people that are too dumb to quit, and the people with too much pride to quit. And, you know, after being through here and some of the things I've done in my life, I just had way too much pride